In the golden era of Hollywood comedy, few names shined brighter than Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Together, they weren't just a comedy act, they were a cultural phenomenon. With Jerry's wild, slapstick humor and Dean's smooth, laid-back charm, they became one of the most iconic duos in entertainment history. For 10 incredible years, from the late 1940s to the mid-1950s, they ruled nightclubs, radio, movies, and eventually television. But behind the laughter, their partnership wasn't always easy. Fame, egos, and misunderstandings tore them apart, leaving fans heartbroken. Decades later, Jerry Lewis finally spoke openly about Dean Martin, and his words revealed emotions he had kept hidden for years. The rise of Martin and Lewis. Their story began in 1946, when Jerry, then a young comedian, was paired with the suave singer Dean Martin. From their very first performance together in Atlantic City, the chemistry was undeniable. Audiences roared with laughter as Jerry clowned around while Dean played the perfect straight man. Soon, they were everywhere. Movies like At War with the Army, The Caddy, and Artists and Models became box office hits. They weren't just entertainers. They were superstars. Yet with fame came cracks in the partnership. Dean reportedly grew tired of always playing second fiddle to Jerry's antics, while Jerry felt Dean didn't appreciate his creative energy. The painful breakup in 1956, after a decade at the top, the duo split. For their fans, it was like watching a marriage collapse in public. Both men moved on. Dean found success as part of the Rat Pack alongside Frank Sinatra, while Jerry went on to become one of the biggest comedy filmmakers of the 1960s. But the split wasn't friendly. For years, they avoided each other, often refusing to talk about their partnership in interviews. The laughter that once brought them together had turned into silence. Jerry Lewis speaks from the heart. It wasn't until later in life that Jerry Lewis opened up about what Dean Martin truly meant to him. In emotional interviews, Jerry admitted that the breakup had left him heartbroken. He revealed that Dean wasn't just his stage partner. He was like a brother. Jerry confessed that their feud was fueled more by pride and misunderstanding than real hatred. "I never stopped loving him," Jerry once said, making it clear that the pain of their separation had lingered for decades. Their bittersweet reunion, one of the most memorable moments in Hollywood history, came in 1976, when Frank Sinatra orchestrated a surprise reunion between Jerry and Dean during Jerry's annual muscular dystrophy telethon. The moment was raw and heartfelt, two old friends embracing after 20 years of silence. Fans around the world wept watching them reconnect, even if only for a short while. Though they never became close again like before, that reunion was a sign that deep down, both men still cared for each other. The legacy of Martin and Louis Jerry Lewis lived many more years after Dean Martin's passing in 1995, but he never stopped reflecting on their time together. In his later years, Jerry often spoke warmly of Dean, calling him the most important partner he ever had. Their story is one of laughter, love, pain, and reconciliation. While their split was tragic, their legacy as a duo remains untouchable. Together, they changed comedy forever, and even decades later, the world still remembers the magic of Martin and Lewis. When Jerry Lewis finally spoke up about Dean Martin, it wasn't with anger, but with love and regret. Their friendship may have been complicated, but it was also one of the greatest partnerships Hollywood has ever seen. And though time and pride kept them apart, Jerry's words showed that the bond between them never truly died.